Have you ever been sitting in class trying to listen to a lecture, or you're at work and you're on the phone with a client, or you're simply just sitting at home trying to do your schoolwork listening to music, and your heart starts to race, you can't breathe, you start sweating really badly, and you just don't feel real in that moment? Those are signs of anxiety. A lot of people have a lot of questions about anxiety because it's not talked about often, like what causes it, where does it come from, things like that. Anxiety is associated with your emotional, your psychological, and your social well-being. Any age can have anxiety. Children, adults, teens. A lot of teens now suffer with anxiety, about 38% of high school students. And that's a lot compared to a high school student in the 1950s. It's because now we have a lot more work and it's mostly online, and online learning can be really hard for some people, especially after the pandemic that happened. That made a lot of people's anxiety worse because they were stuck in a house for 24 hours of the day because some people were too scared to go outside and catch that virus because it is it's a terrible virus. There are many other reasons that anxiety can be caused, like it can be from genetics. Your mom or your dad or your grandpa and your grandma can all have anxiety, and you can end up with anxiety too. Also, if you're using drugs or alcohol. 38% of seniors in high school vape, which is scientifically proven that vaping makes your anxiety and your depression worse than it needs to be. Also, again, being isolated or any past trauma that you have can cause anxiety or anxiety attacks. A mother's exposure to toxic chemicals and viruses while pregnant can also cause that child to suffer with anxiety. There are a lot of different methods to help with your anxiety. You can go to therapy, which therapy has helped me a lot. I have been diagnosed with anxiety for about 5 years now, ever since I was 13 years old, and therapy has helped me a lot because I can physically talk to a person and they will understand it. Or if you can't afford therapy or your therapist doesn't accept your type of insurance, you can go to a support group. And a support group is a lot different than therapy because it's not one-on-one, but it's a bunch of people who might understand that same feeling that you have. Because anxiety can cause different reactions for different people. My anxiety causes me to disassociate, so I don't feel real. But other anxiety can cause people to just blank out, or just they can't calm down and hyperventilate to the point where they pass out. Other things people can do is they can go on a pill. Personally, I didn't want to go on a pill first because I have been terrified of pills. But you can also try CBD gum. CBD gum is it's just a calming relaxation without having to take a pill every single day. So it's kind of as if needed when you're having an anxiety attack or you feel like you're about to have an anxiety attack. But if CBD gum does not work for you, then there are multiple other pills that you can take, like Lexapro. That's what I'm on, and it has helped me tremendously with my life because before I started taking it, I could not go to work. I could barely do school because I was just freaking out. With all of this information, I really hope that each and every one of you can think about other people and what they're going through and be more informed and be more interested about it and want to talk to other people about it because you never know what someone is going through. Again, there's a lot of treatments, and please, if you are feeling any sign of anxiety or depression or suicidal thoughts, please reach out to someone or call the suicide hotline because there are many resources that you can take, and it's a great way for a start. Thank you for your time.